Okie dokie. So basically, one of our amazing subscribers on the Geek School YouTube channel asked what books should be used to help with the 12 plus. Now, I want to clarify this 12 plus question because generally there are two types of exams if your child doesn't do the 11 plus and they're older. The in-year transfer, which is done in grammar schools, and then you have the 13 plus exams, which many independent schools have, not all of them. So what does this mean? It means that your child sits the exam in year 8 and they get entry in year 9. That's the usual process for independent schools. Often with grammar schools, it's not uncommon that if they do the exam in year 8, they could even start in year 8. We've had many instances like that, which have been quite interesting because I always believed that they had to wait for the next academic year. So your question was, what book should you use for the 13 plus exam prep? Now, So before we carry on with this amazing video, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you will get notified every time a new Geek School video goes up. Enjoy! Highly recommend the CGP books. So head over to cgpbooks.co.uk or go on to Amazon. You could probably get these in WH Smith's, Waterstones and other bookstores as well. And you probably want to get the revision guide and workbooks. So they have it across the subjects. Let me just move myself. They have it across the subjects. So you can see it for maths. You can see this one here for English. And some of these exams require a science test. So you find out from the school exactly what your child will be tested on. Many of the in-year transfer tests will have an extra element to them. So it won't just be maths and English. It could include science. It could include verbal and non-verbal reasoning and it could even have a humanities subject. For instance, as religious studies, it could also have a language. Usually children are not tested in all of these areas, but a good selection of them. So find out from the school which exams your child will be sitting so that you know exactly what to expect and what to prepare your child for. So apart from CGP books, we also have ISEB. So ISEB books are excellent for independent school 13 plus exams in particular. Head over to ISEB, click on CE 13 plus exam papers. And, you will start to see even more topics. So let's shimmy over a bit. So you will see things like Spanish level 2, Spanish level 1, theology, philosophy and religion. So when students are doing religious studies, it's sort of broken down into sections in the GCSE syllabuses or syllabi, and so they tend to cover theology, philosophy and religion, etc., etc. Obviously, you want to look at things like the English, the maths, the science, and I really like ISEB because I think it stretches students a bit more, and they are historically one of the forerunners of producing exam papers for these types of exams. So you really should try them. And then finally, you've got the bond books. So which books? 12 to 13 plus tends to be a really good solid foundation. So you can get the English. So we're in the English one right now. And they also have a maths book as well. And it's a shame that their website doesn't show you the inside of the pages. But actually, let's do something fun. let's look for this on Amazon. Oh dear, copying everything now. So let's look at this on Amazon. So here we go. Let's put this, and then we'll put Amazon there. So why am I doing this? Because I would like for you to see the inside of the book. So let's see if it will allow us. Normally there's a look inside, but for some reason it doesn't have a look inside. How bizarre. Okay. Oh, there's a newer version. Okay. Maybe that one has a look inside. You mean there's no look inside? Why is that happening? Okay, I mean, literally, if we just go through the images here, that's not very helpful. Not very helpful at all. They say that this is perfect for 11 plus, but I think it's a good foundation, honestly, for the 13 plus and the in-year transfer, because it covers a lot of content that some students just don't have an awareness of, especially if they are they haven't done any 11 plus exam preparation. So there might be quite a big jump because generally, you know, students of this age, they've been prepped for SATs, and, you know, they've gone through year 7. Year 7 maths tends to be a recap of everything for SATs, and then 1 or 2 sprinklings of algebra and some other subjects here and there. English in year 7 really depends on the score. It's not uncommon for them to spend time reading plays and, you know, not really doing essays or the things that us parents tend to expect children to be doing. So it's very important to get a solid foundation and then build on the more advanced topics. I want to see the inside of the book. So I've clicked on See Sample. So I think it's good for parents to have an idea of what's inside. So typically the bond books will have the keywords, you know, let your child learn and familiarize. And paper 1 is always the easiest in bond. So, you know, some of this might look too easy, but you'd be surprised how many year 8s would be lost at doing some of these topics. Basically, usually, you know, after the SATs, many parents relax where academics are concerned. And so if you're now thinking about doing the in-year transfer test or the 13 plus, there's a lot of cover. That there'll probably be some gaps, really. That's what I tend to see with students who are doing this. And then, yes, we start to see some algebra. And yes, we've got some geometry, which your child would probably not have seen anything like this before. So it's good to get them things like the CGP revision guide and so on. And then, you know, we start to look at coordinates, which isn't anything major. But as I said, in the bond books, oh, there goes my mic. Let's clip that back on. So in the bond books, paper 1 is usually the easiest of the books, of the papers. After that, you know, it starts to get a bit harder. And of course, it's testing a variety of knowledge and skill sets. You can't cover every single maths topic in every single paper. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. And, you know, I always say, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If I think that it warrants a video and it will be helpful, then I'm happy to record one. And also, it lets me know what it would be helpful to record. I've got so many ideas and topics that I want to bring to the attention of parents, but it's always lovely when, you know, somebody lets me know what a concern for them is so that I can help. Yes. Okay, so remember to like, comment and subscribe. Also remember that we provide tuition. So we do all the pluses, 7 plus, 10 plus, 11 plus, 13 plus, to help students get into their dream grammar or independent school. We are experts in this area. In the past decade that we've been running, we've helped so many students. Sometimes, somebody will tell me about their child who has now finished university, and I'm trying to think, right, who is this? Because we've worked with so many. And it doesn't matter if you're not near us, because we do provide online tuition. Please head over to geekscore.co.uk/book, and you can book a free assessment for your child. And, we will let you know, if we can help them in the time that they have between, the time you get in touch and when their exam is, and give you some tips and advice as well. I hope that's been helpful. Bye. Collins,